Hello crocheters, in this video I am going to be showing you guys how to attach the arms to an amigurumi project. So this one specifically, I am attaching the arms to my baby fox pattern. So it depends on which pattern you're making at the moment. It might change just slightly, but this is going to show you the technique and the basics of how to do it and how to maintain a really secure finish. So I hope you enjoy the video. All right, so the first thing you have to do, obviously, to attach the arms is you've got to have your arms already made. And one thing I'm going to do is, because the way they're designed is that they'll be very straight, but I don't necessarily want them sticking straight out like this. So I'm going to take them, and I've got like that little bit of a paw shape here. So I'm going to make sure that's facing forward, and I am just going to bend it just a little bit, because they are malleable, so you can bend it a little bit so it's going to lay a bit more naturally on the side of the body versus just sticking straight out. So I'm going to do that for both sides, and then you're going to make sure that this, like I said, the paw shape is facing forward, and you can either like try and pin these in place. In my experience, pins don't work terribly well because we're using such bulky yarn in both instances. So if I'm going to try and hold it in place, I'll use another crochet hook, a small one. I'll go kind of through a stitch in the body, go through a stitch in the arm, and then I'll try and come back like that through a stitch in the body. So it's kind of held into place. And I do that mostly to figure out how I want it to look. And I'm gonna use it this way for right now. But pretty soon I'll have to remove the crochet hook because it'll get in the way. So I've got my yarn tail from the arm, and I'm just going to start right here, just as close to like this last row in the neck as I possibly can. I'm just gonna pull it right through like that. And I'm gonna go through here, and I'm gonna grab a stitch at the very top of the arm. Then I'm gonna move it forward, and we'll see if I can get one more stitch with this crochet hook in here. Pull it through like that. And then going through here at the top of the arm. So then I'm just going to pull this crochet hook out right through. The purpose of that crochet hook, so that it could kind of hold my arm in the correct space. So like the paw didn't turn out this way as I attached, so it's laying forward, which I always recommend, especially once you've removed a crochet hook or removed whatever is holding it in place, to evaluate every time you make a stitch. So we attached there 2 times, and I like how it's laying, and I'm going to come up through right here in the arm, and then back through. I'm just trying to keep as close to these top few rows of the body as I possibly can. Then I'm going to give that a tug and see how it's laying. Like, that's still laying pretty good. I'm going to flip the arm forward, and I'm going to do that one last time. So I'm just going to grab, there's a stitch right here I can see that I want. Don't know if it's going to let me in though. No, that one's too tight. But I know I want this here. There we go. And pull it tight just like that. So then when I'm all like, that is done now. You can see it better when it's like this. But that's just how you're going to attach the arm. And then what I like to do on the arms and the legs is I like to leave the tail out until I've attached the second one, and then I go ahead and knot the ends together. So I'll show you that here. All right, so now I have crocheted around both of these arms, and so I've got the yarn tails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take them, and I'm just going to bring both of the yarn tails into the same stitch somewhere in the back. Then I'm going to go ahead and knot them together like so, and then I'll weave in the ends. And so when the knot is in the same stitch, then it can be buried into the project and completely disappear. Of course, the stitches up around here do get a little bit tight. There we go. But yeah, it can completely disappear, so you really can't see at all that there was a knot there. And that is how you attach the arms. So there you have it. That's how I attach the arms in my amigurumi projects. And you saw that I knot the ends together in the back to just give it a more secure hold. So I hope that was helpful to you. If you guys are interested in another video, I'll link it below here, but I'm going to be showing how to attach the legs. So if you are looking for that, you can find it linked below.